Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the High School Star League of Legends Winter Showcase. We're back with Game 2 of Brantley High School versus Northview High School A. Northview so far up 1-0. I'm Crusader Good here with Octavian, and Feck is going to be bringing the TriCast for you guys this evening. Getting right on into the picks and bans.
Same bands.
Octavian, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go on, Octavian. I was just saying. Listen to that.
Well, not quite the same bands. We do see a
Nah.
Lissandra band out, which makes a lot of sense. Northview got a lot of use out of that champion last game, and it's good to take it off the table.
Yeah, not a surprising band from the Lissandra. Not a surprising band as far as the Vi goes either, but that's actually coming out from Northview, the side that used the Vi last game on Jamie. So, not confident. Not going to keep that one around. Going to have a different jungler this time. Let's see what they pick. I wouldn't be surprised if they do pick a Lisa. Oh, actually, Nidalee got through. Janet did not. So, there's a Nidalee being insta-locked by
To be fair,
Jamie. Yeah.
Nidalee is a bit of a flex pick still. I mean, we've seen a lot of Nidalee jungle, and it's kind of the flavor of the month right now. But
Yeah.
she's still a perfectly good top laner, and even a decent mid laner if the right matchup is able to be finagled into. So it's possible that we'll see it somewhere other than the jungle, and it's a great first pick to pick up simply because of that.
Yeah, very much so. And as you say, if finagling happens properly, she will go into the mid lane. But yeah, I don't know. I still think it's going to be a jungle Nidalee. It's just, yeah, like you said, flavor of the month, and I mean, it's flavor of the month for a reason. It's extremely powerful, and I honestly think it would fit Jamie's style perfectly, as in, like, hit something important and then go just straight into their face, because that's what you do with Nidalee. You hit a spear and you go right into their face and try to kill them.
Oh, look at that takeaway, taking away grades from Faith. They do pick up Braum once again for their buddy Ryan. So he's gonna be back on that champion, but they do take away Faith's Graves. I said
Yeah,
it.
if he goes in onto the Ashe, that would be a bit of an unorthodox pickup, especially this early on, when there's still so much potential
The worst Sona
grab champions
Sona?
that can shut that down.
Well, this can't be a very good zone.
All right.
It's right there in the
locked
name.
in!
Whew. Well, I guess we'll get to see whether or not the moniker rings true. Where's
Yeah.
Sona going to be grabbing Sona here, and perhaps Vaith branching out a bit and going with Lucian, though it is still hovered over.
Yeah, it could be
that'll-
switching that
I'll go through that.
Lucian, it's not been too popular to pick. Corki, yeah, I figured it wasn't going to be, because Lucian and Sona, you don't really mesh well with them together. You don't really mesh those two together, because Sona, you kind of put her with more bursty champions, like a Graves or a Corki, and get a huge amount of upfront damage pretty much instantly whenever you get a power cord out from a Sona. Not to mention, you can throw the Foster's Bomb on with Corki. It does a lot of magic damage. It's actually really hard to build against, as an ADC or a support, build against these two, because you're actually getting hit with a lot more magic damage early on.
I would be really surprised to see the Nasus lock in, because
Yeah.
if it is a jungle Nidalee, that can harass a Nasus over and over in lane and make his life hell. So, well, there it is. So I guess I'm surprised. We see the Nasus lock in that has a teleport, so looks to be going probably to the top lane, while Z decides to pick up Pantheon. Lots of physical damage so far.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting seeing that Nasus react to a, if that is a jungle Sona. Of course, could be a top lane Sona, which even then, it's still kind of hard for a Nasus to deal with. Now, of course, like Nasus, you kind of know where he's going to move. You see a minion low on health, he's going to go Siphon Striking, and that's what you do with the Nasus. You just build it up, and especially if you're a jungle Nidalee, it's so easy to throw spears at that, because you know exactly where he's going to path. If you know where you're going to path, where your enemy's going to path, then you might as well throw a spear right where he's going to go. And that's pretty much what you do with a Nasus, and he has no escape. If he gets hit with a spear, a Nidalee can just jump right onto him, no problem. But
So this is when you get into the more interesting side of the show matches, when you see the Nasus and Pantheon come out.
yeah.
I'm actually really surprised at the Nasus pick. I'm sorry I keep harping on this, but Corki doesn't get all that shut down by a Nasus. He's not too attack speed reliant. He's very much an AD caster. And it was before we saw the enemy top laner picked up. I mean, potentially the Nidalee, as I said, but Tommy Tom going to go right into a Riven which can shut down a Nessus. So
Really?
it's a dangerous pick, and it could pay off hugely. I mean, anytime there's a Nessus in a game, of course it can pay off hugely, but it's more likely than not going. It's more likely not going to do that.
Yeah, Tommy Tom seems to like his aggressive top laners, picking the Aurelia first, doing very well on her, and then now going to the Riven. And it's going to be a little interesting because last game didn't really have too much on the way of a tank, but now, or I guess you could say the Aurelia kind of filled in for the tank with the Randuins and Guardian Angels, but this time around you don't typically see a Randuins on a Riven. You do see a GA every now and then, but you don't really go tank on a Sona either. You go mostly straight AP, and that's an interesting pickup. Malzahar. What do you think of that one, Octavian? Because I know you're a Malzahar fan. You're an AD Malzahar fan. I don't know.
Most likely not what we'll be seeing.
More than likely not.
Against a Zed, it's got potential. You have to time it just right, because a lot of Zed's ability to kill you comes from being able to damage you while his death mark is on you. So if you wait for the death mark and you don't panic and use your ult beforehand, and then you suppress him during the time when he's supposed to be unloading damage onto you, you can actually win that 1v1 pretty effectively. But if you're too panicky, it can go very, very poorly.
It sounds like you're a lot more optimistic about this this Malzahar pick than I am. This will be
in the
interesting.
1v1, I'm more optimistic. But if a jungle gank situation happens, he's going to be in some trouble.
No. I got your back, Octavian. Okay, whenever you see a player who, I mean, no, not down on you, but I do this all the time, especially when I see somebody better than me playing a champion that I love or that I play, I want to see that champion win. I get giddy every time I see a Fiddlesticks, I'm not going to lie. And if somebody can play him better than me, I love seeing it. I got your back, Octavian. I know. You want that Malzahar to win because he's close to your heart. No problem.
It will have a lot of ability to push up the lane. Malzahar very good at doing that. The bouncing space aids, as they like to call it, jumps from minion to minion. You can get two of them running at a time, and it can apply so much pressure. But of course, the downside, you're pushing a lane as an immobile, squishy champion. That's just a recipe for Nidalee to come out of the bushes.
Yeah, it's a interesting team comp. That's actually two interesting mids coming out from You Just Got Slain, so I kind of like it because he actually surprised me a lot with the Zyra last game. Did quite a bit of damage until the team just could not get the position they needed. But see how he does with the Malzahar, because there's actually a lot of lockdown coming out on that side. You have the Pantheon.
Well, that's what we said last game.
Yeah, I mean it was a lot of AOE.
Well, there's a lot more AOE knockouts.
Yeah, a lot of
one
AOE.
is
This is
a lot of
more
single target.
Yeah, this is single target, blows somebody up, and that's actually perfect because
Who do they want to lock down? It's going to be like you have the Nidalee threat, you have the Zed threat, you have the Riven threat, the Corki threat. They're like all mobile.
They'll do them
Who
all.
do they want to lock down?
They'll do them all, Broham. Actually, it's really
one for each.
Yeah, it is actually hard because Nidalee and Zed I feel like are going to be the biggest threats because they can, if they get in on you, then they can also get out. So you have to kill them if they're going to go all the way in. Of course, then you do have Tommy Tom. What's up?
The major problem I really see here with the multiple threat composition is for Knack Dip on the Nasus. I hate to go back to it again, but there is no one who cares about Wither. There just isn't anyone who cares about Wither. I mean, Vaith is able to just cast spells through it. Tommy Tom, of course, has basically equal mobility even while slowed because he's Riven. And Zed will keep leaving around the fight anyways. He'll cast his spells anyways. There's just a bunch of AD casters on the other team, and nobody who cares about attack speed all that much.
Yeah, that is true, but I do think we have to go to a quick commercial break. I'll give this one over to Crusader Kitten if he wants to give a shout out to our sponsors.
Guys, let's see how this game breaks down. When we get into the match, before we go, shout out to our sponsors, Twitch, Newegg, Rockhat, MSI, Jinx, and Loot Crate for helping sponsor the $35,000 worth of college scholarships for this year of the High School Star League. Guys, we'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the High School Star League of Legends Winter Showcase match. We're here with Lake Brantley versus Northview High School. Second game of the match, and right now it is Northview High School up 1-0. And we'll see if they can close this out 2-0. Or if it's going to be tied 1-1. Of course, it is, okay, you know what? I'm going to say you can hear the Octavian and Becca's. Guys, what do we see so far on the map?
Well, I see my favorite Nidalee skin and my favorite Malzahar skin, so I'm very excited for this particular game. Nidalee wears a hat while she's a cat. It's adorable, and I love it.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey, I wear a helmet in my, Twitter picture. So.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
I'm sorry, but you are not a cat. Though you are a kitten.
He's a kitten.
You're a kitten.
Yeah.
True, that is true.
Speaking of my Twitter, you
But,
can find that twitter.com/.
Oh, subtle, subtle.
Ooh.
Shameless plug. I love it.
Yeah, so we are gonna be seeing some weird early game aggression stuff going on, but it's not gonna amount to much. But these games are formatted, or these matches are formatted in the way that our normal semester matches are, where it's a 2-game match. If a team goes 2-0, they get 3 points. If it goes 1-1, both teams get 1 point. So this would matter if it was a spring semester or fall semester match, but it's not. But if you want to see spring semester matches where circuit points will matter, then you can tune in tomorrow at 6 p.m. PST here on the stream for more High School Star League action. But speaking of this match, it is looking like we're seeing this jungle Nidalee taking some damage from Malzahar.
Well, this is a really late jungle start.
Late start, yeah. Wow, he took his time getting back.
Now the thing about that is that actually, Lishian, he's gonna have the level advantage over you. Just got slain, so he has to be very careful whenever Zed hits 6. I think
we already saw some aggression here from Tommy Tom. Took that broken wings early, level 1, no surprise there, and danced right on through the minion wave to get some damage onto Nakdip, and it has already begun up in the top lane. That one is not going to be an easy place to stay for a Nasus.
No, I mean, you've been talking about it earlier in the Champions League. This Nasus is going to have a hard time, pretty much because this. Oh, that was nice cues. Little ADD fit going on there with my my brain. Yeah, Nakdip rather. He's going to have a hard time because his wither is pretty much going to be. I wouldn't say useless, but it's going to its effectiveness is going to be reduced by quite a bit.
Oh man, look at this bottom lane trade full stress, only level 2 now. And he takes a lot of damage from this Corki. Will be hit up with the stun, so Vate does have to back away a bit, but he's showing Graves what he's got. He's like, you take my Graves, I do damage to you.
What else is interesting, if you look at the minimap right now, Nidalee's actually just leaving base again. I'm not entirely sure why, since the camera didn't
really low
swap down there. Yeah, was it the early jungle clear that got Nidalee so very low?
Well, you just got slain. Actually landed a Q onto Jamie before he started his jungle. And level 1 jungle, when you're only like even 3/4 of health with 2/3 health, it's quite detrimental to you. So he had to go back early.
Yeah, so that's pardon me. That's going to be putting him behind a little bit against High I'm Z, who is already on Pantheon, which arguably has the better early game ganking potential anyways. That could actually snowball fairly hard into the rest of the game if High IMZ realizes what happens and is able to make good, effective use of it.
Yeah, it's actually, but we do have Jamie actually being kind of a risk taker there going into.
Yeah, he did this last game.
Yeah, and he's even been down levels. Like he knows he had a bad start, and he's still doing this. So this is actually really huge because this, if it's successful, that means he's going to try to even up the levels by taking away some of the XP from High IMZ. So this is actually pretty big because I think it worked, and he's actually getting out now. Well, he should be. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he's not. Yeah, he's getting out.
It's a risky gambit, but if it does work, it pays off a ton. And some junglers just don't have a good way of handling constant aggression all the time. They're more used to the more herbivorous style of jungling.
That's a nice term.
Rather than a carnivorous one.
No, that's actually a really good term because you see as herbivores as more peaceful people, but that spear does land.
I can't honestly claim to have come up with it myself, but
that's all right.
Tommy, pardon me, something appears to be in my throat. I'll let Crusader take over for a moment.
All right, well, Attempted gate coming out from James. He's going to settle for a push onto this middle lane tower. He just got slain. It is down in CS. So is the top laner. So far, laners for actually everybody right now on the side of North. You are down, but here's the first game coming up. Tommy Tom is the receiver of it. And that's going to be a flash voice now.
Yeah, that was a flash for a flash. Tommy Tom and HiMZ used their flash. So the thing is that HiMZ, I think he used it way too early on that one because Tommy Tom was able just to flash afterward. And you already have a Riven who has plenty of escapes down. Kind of used a few of them there going in onto Knack Dip. But I think HiMZ, I think he easily could have caught up to Tommy Tom, got the stun, and then waited for the flash to flash over again, get an extra auto attack and a spear. I'm pretty sure, especially with the crit on HiMZ.
Oh, what are you doing, Jamie?
The aggression continues.
HiMZ was on his way down, so it wouldn't have been a good time for him to, do whatever he was trying to do right there. He's grabbing too much attention, though.
Like
He's going to back away.
We have a roam from the mid lane going to the top lane by Lishian.
Oh, and counter roam from you just got slain going the other direction.
Jamie does go for the ultimate and will be draining down the health. The flash is coming in from both the nice drop and the first blood comes in. I was doubting the Mauser, but you just got slain. Burns down Jamie.
I don't know what that flash was about from you just got slain, but he did pick up the kill, so I mean, I guess worth, hashtag worth, right?
It's a kill on Malzahar. I'm happy.
Yes.
Even if there was a little bit of a wasted summoner cooldown. Haha, he got the first blood. It's worth something.
Yeah, Octavian's happy.
Lishian still has the CS lead in the mid lane, which is actually probably not where it should be.
He's going to get another one set up for him. HiMZ trying to come in here. No. Okay.
Bottom lane we have some aggression, though.
Burst coming out.
Ball Strat is about to back away, so 20 CS right now. Vape has the advantage, and top lane and middle is a 10 CS advantage for both laners of Northview High School.
Yeah, so despite the fact that they're down the first blood, they still have a 700 gold lead right now. So really, that was just a nice catch out in the jungle, but we need to see better consistent play. As there's the ult under the tower.
Wow, Jamie trying to dive under the tower will be in trouble. Lishian as well, but no! The shadow is up, and Lishian gets the kill upon exit. 1-for-1 trade.
Dangerous Gabe actually kept him alive through a few auto attacks from some caster minions. I think those would have killed him if he hadn't had that mastery. Tommy Tom and Knack Dip maybe going at the 1v1 up here as well.
Looks like he's just gonna back off there. Tommy Tom has him has Knack Dip shoved a little bit too far under turret, so it's actually a really good spot Knack Dip wants to be in. Wants to be under turret. When you still have Fury the Sands, you can usually prevent a turret dive, although Tommy Tom seems to not really care. He's just gonna go in on that one, but can't really dive a Nasus too well because you're just gonna get hit on, but it looks like he's working it.
Jamie finishing off a second red buff there. Probably going to be able to make some use of that towards the mid lane is where I'd expect him to try and place it because he knows that there is still a flash down on the Malzahar, and that is a tasty target.
He can be a cat burglar. Is that the term, cat burglar?
Cat burglar, they steal things.
Yep, he steals it away. Blue buff is stolen.
That's what you were going for there.
Yeah, yep.
I get the joke.
Yeah,
it is because Nidalee is a cat and is also stealing.
And she's gonna cat burglar the Gromp as well. Takes a frog with him and a blue buff, but how far will he get out without it? The police are here. Braum is gonna watch him. Takes a spear and actually, you just got slain. Finds him again.
History repeating itself.
Still the double buffs here. You just got slain with the second kill for himself and double buffs to boot for that one. Takes out the kitty, gets double buffs, and now possibly Dragon.
Yeah, and that's just about evening out the CS disadvantage he has in lane. So I'd say he's coming out even now. But there's a Pantheon ult.
It's going to be coming right down onto the bottom lane, onto Warsona. All the knockups coming in here, or all the lockups, I should say. HiMZ gets the kill. Now Vape is left alive, but I don't think they have anything left to lock him down or up. So they'll back away and they'll do the Dragon. Oh, look at Knack Dip.
Oh my gosh.
This could be trouble for Tommy Tom right now.
I like Knack Dip's build right now, by the way.
And
Oh, look
it
at
looks
that
like we
arm,
might have
yeah.
some contest at the Dragon Pit.
Jamie's back alive. He took a little bit too much time trying to come into the dragon, so Jamie's looking to steal it. And it will be going down. It is stolen away by Corky, actually. Gets it with the rocket.
Wow.
They do find the kill onto Jamie, but there is the dragon stolen away. So from the last game, they're like, hey, hi MZ, you stole our bear. We stole your first dragon. And it is.
Volstraz, just the rest of his team stopped focusing the dragon as soon as Ridley was in the pit. But Volstraz tossed out a buckshot and an auto attack more than he should have. So the dragon was low enough for the steal. And, well, they capitalized on that opportunity.
And Vaith is getting shut down, and the exhaust coming in here as well. Will he go down is the question. Doesn't look like it. Cooldowns are pretty much down for Volstraz, so doesn't have collateral damage to finish that one up. But top lane active, Tom still fighting it out.
This top lane is so fun to watch. I mean, this reminds me of Riven versus Renekton, when I don't know, you just kind of butt against each other's heads. But I mean, Riven usually loses against a Renekton. It's kind of happening here. We thought that Riven would do well against a Nasus, but Nasus, Dip, I should say, building the 2 cloth armors and a glacial shroud, having plenty of armor to back up anything he wants to go in on, and with Spirit Fire, it reduces the armor of Tommy Tom, so those siphoning strikes hurt a little bit more. So not needing as much offense to get through, or in order to get through the health bar of Tommy Tom. So Tommy Tom's having a tough time. I think his power spike is kind of leaving him. He does have a brutalizer to try to get through all that armor, but there's a lot of armor, so it's going to take a little bit more than a brutalizer from Tommy Tom to take down.
Jamie is continuing with the aggression. He just stole away another Raptor camp, and that is really one of the things that's been keeping them in the game here.
Tommy Tom taking damage, but goes back in.
I don't think he's low on mana.
There you have the sands coming out from Dip, and Tommy Tom throws out blades, won't get the kill, but Jamie is coming up here, but so is High MZ, so we're going to have a 2-on-2 on our hands up in this top lane, speaking of lane. Jamie
he's done.
wants to go onto the tower, gonna finish it up. Tommy Tom though gets stunned out, will be taking some damage, but looks like he may be able to escape. High MZ is hot on his just turns around, gets the stun, dashes away. The spear will be coming up. There's the stun coming in. It will be High MZ securing that kill. And now we have more rotations coming up here, though, as more people are trying to get up to this top lane. You just got Slain is here, and Leishan goes under the tower with the death mark. Good, gets suppressed under the tower. Jamie finishes up the kill, but Leishan able to get away. And what a play coming out by Jamie. 2 kills coming in for him, well deserved. But High MZ is in.
Fight the
gonna find him.
No.
Heart Taker Strike gonna come off to get the kill. There you go. Gets it. A bloody top lane fight coming down.
That's a 5-in-1 Pantheon. That is an impressive amount of damage that he's going to be outputting, and he hasn't even gone back to base to buy in a while, so going to be a big threat, especially for somebody like Vaith. One of the few weaknesses that Corky has is point-and-click CC and high damage.
Hold up, bottom lane. Flash forced out by Ryan, and it is, as you're saying, Vaith just doing damage. Look at that. 20 CS up. He doesn't even need kills. He doesn't even need assists.
No, not right
You
now.
have the dragon stuff, so he's like, you know, like plus 25 gold or something.
Something like that. Totally worth. We have more.
Oh my gosh, Tommy Tom and Active up top, and you guys are saying Nasus might have a bit of trouble, but so far he's just bullying his way through. Tommy Tom is low. And look at that, Frozen Heart finished up. Can't even do anything anymore.
This is interesting, the top lane real quick, because Knack Dip, I should say.
Top lane real quick, because bottom lane is where the kill comes down onto Warsona, steal onto Vaith as the Valkyrie comes out. So cancels out the stun for a bit.
Oh boy.
Jamie's here, gets another spear onto High MZ. I don't think he quite wants to go in just yet. And Lo just pushed them back.
That's going to be the dragon up in just about 2 minutes, so if they can manage to get the pressure back down to the bottom side of the map, that could be a big deal.
And yep, trying to get under the tower there. Jamie gonna take some tower shots, get the heal onto him. Someone takes an extra shot, but Vaith is still there to deal damage. But Vaith is under the tower himself, turns around, finds a kill onto, and hold up, you just got slain. Flashes in for the ultimate, completely where it takes down Jamie. That's like the 3rd time he's done that to him, really just shutting him down.
Yeah, he's managed to finish off the Rod of Ages because of it. That's a big power spike from Alzahar. It's going to help him scale into the later game very, very well. And while they've had some unconventional laning picks. There is quite a lot of late game potential on Brantley's team.
Yeah, so far, if they keep this up, it's working out. They have a Pantheon and a Malzahar. I mean, going the exact way they want him to. And on the top lane, their Nasus is not being shut down. He's died once, but he's not been shut down. So, I mean, yeah, a lot of potential coming out from Lake Brantley, like you said. And I kind of like it. I mean, I'm like this unconventional picks coming out. I think I kind of like them. They're working out. And yeah, Tommy, he's going to take the top lane turret, but that's pretty much been his whole focus this entire game once he realized he can't kill an active. Oh, actually.
He's trying to up in this top lane. Tower goes down, but he has to flash away because HIMZ is coming in for the interception. So let's get the tower though. 2 towers to 2 now. It's 10 kills to 4, yet the goal is in favor of Northview High School. They have all that CS money in their pockets right now.
Still the aggression from Jamie, and at this point, I think it's a little bit too much.
6 deaths.
And
Yeah, it's a little bit too much. It's an understatement.
He's a kleptomaniac. He just can't stop stealing.
with Leishan for backup, he might be able to. Actually, no. It's interesting. The attempt at blue buff kind of distracted him long enough. They might be able to take Dragon.
Oh my goodness!
Assassination. HIMZ gets the shutdown. Meanwhile, Dragon goes down once again, secured by Vape, and they want to turn around for a fight, or maybe they don't. Ryan gets the stun proc onto Vape, but they can't get over the wall to follow him. And now we'll see the back away. So second Dragon going over the Northview. They've had some pretty good objective control.
And that's a support kill traded for a Dragon, so and a kill of their own. So I would certainly say it's worth it, especially considering that they got a kill in the Pantheon.
Oh boy.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. It's the Malzahar, 4th kill of the game.
Yeah, anyone
it's
trapped,
working out.
Yeah, anyone trapped in that ult, they're the Nethergrass. They are done.
It's happened. He's 50 CS down, so that's a bit of a difference. Jamie.
I don't even know what's going on here.
Yeah, with the recall baits, there's a lot of damage coming off from bait, but HIMZ is when he's jumping in here. So the jump away, but a flash stun comes through. It's him down. Meanwhile, a push coming in middle lane. This game.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's 17 minutes in, 18 kills on the board, and these teams are very interesting.
It's not just the teams. I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess the team comp is, but it's the decision making overall. A little interesting from both sides. And Jamie, who's on his 7th death now, death right now, he's given up over half the kills over to Lake Brantley. I don't know.
And you have to admire his tenacity, sticking with a single strategy, win or lose, playing it out to the end and seeing where it
have
goes.
tenacity. Maybe he'll escape a stun or something if he had it. Yeah, see, puns all over the place tonight.
That doesn't even qualify as a pun.
Probably not. I don't know what it is, but it was said, so life is the way it is right now.
Tommy Tom, once again proving that the lack of laning pressure has led to him not being able to 1v1 against Nasus anymore. And Knack Dip has overcome the mountainous disadvantage that was placed against him and has come out of it very, very strong.
Looks like we do have 4 men strong. Gonna be 5 soon because it looks like HIMZ gonna go in the mid lane as well and join his brethren as they push down this inner mid lane turret. Not much they can. Yeah.
Leading the charge with the shield, but not be going for anything because on the side it's actually Tommy Tom and Jamie gonna dish out some damage.
Now that we're getting into the team fights, the Sona might actually prove to be a lot more useful than Braum if well positioned. Not to say that Braum's ult isn't strong, but a well-placed crescendo can really decide a fight. And Brantley is not so far behind that they couldn't win one of these fights if they were to get it well in their favor, a good initiation or a pick-off at the beginning of the fight or something like that. They still have a fighting chance, essentially, but they need to fight for that chance right now.
Yeah, and you were talking about the Braum. Yeah, I mean, a Sona Crescendo used mostly for offense. To try to line up that perfect crescendo to hit 3 or 3. You know, of course, 5 is the goal, but hit as many members as possible. But Braum's
you know what? Just don't DJ Sona. Okay, go on.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, what's the DJ Sona? It is DJ Sona, but that's that's
No, it's
arcade
not.
Sona. That's arcade Sona. Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they haven't come out with DJ Sona yet. But when they do,
They did it! Volstras, however,
That's a
is
dive.
taking damage. He is gonna have the death mark and goes down. Was marked for death. Vape now has to get over IMZ, but he wants to come right back in.
This is perfect.
And Jamie swoops in for the kill. Look at that mobility coming off from everybody, just jumping in and out of that fight all around IMZ and Volstras, and they pick up 2 kills for it. And now Northview High School on the push.
They have to be careful not to be over-aggressive here. They've got a few people very low on health. And You Just Got Slain he hasn't been playing incredibly showy, but he's been playing well enough that he's pretty strong in that Malzahar right now. And he could pick one of them off pretty easily if they got out of position.
Tommy Tom coming on the
He's
backside.
coming in from behind. Ryan is when he's trying to take us from Dan Trumpestein, but here comes Tommy Tom. And is actually finding
this could
himself in
go
a little bit
very
more
poorly.
trouble than I think he was expecting. Has to flash away there and use the dashes to escape. But here comes IMG. They're going to be running right into the Grand Skyfall. Leashin goes down. And it's a shutdown from You Just Got Slayed. The crescendo to get the back away. Jamie jumps back in onto Ryan and finds a kill. The flash coming in from Volstras. Gets the kill. The flex shot. Tommy Tom goes down for a double kill for Volstras. Dragon's up in a minute. And 3 members are currently down. Maybe make that 4. Vape has the escape. Oh, he walks back and flashes the heals to escape.
That is what I was talking about
Yeah, I
by
was saying,
overstaying their welcome.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Remember that time Octavian was talking about overstaying their welcome? Oh my gosh.
And I mean,
Well,
that's
we're talking
what's
about
made
decision
these last
making, and
2
I feel
games
like-
so swingy.
You're talking about decision making. I feel like that was wrong decision making. Walking away and then walking right back into the
I don't know what
field.
that was about. I'm assuming he clicked on a map because I do that sometimes. I guess he's trying to click away, especially like, the screen.
Steal! Again!
Oh yeah, he's still going for it. It's not gonna work out for him
Jeez.
at all.
He needs to take like medication. This is like too much.
He needs to see a psychiatrist about this or something. It's becoming a
Like-
problem.
I don't think they have
hurting
it.
those
I'm
he
sure
loves.
he's still in CS in the lanes as well.
Yeah, I don't even know if they
It's
have
just
a.
too much.
I
It
don't
needs
even-
to stop.
I don't even know if they have a.
Like look how much like yes 20 like 20 30 more CS
Yeah.
than his opponent, and like that's
Well,
like
been
he's
stealing-
obviously still in CS from his opponent, from his lane partners, like
He's just stealing so
from the
much
opponent's
CS from.
jungle, like
He's stealing so much CS from Hyam Z.
yeah.
Yeah. So not only is he denying Z CS, he's upping his own CS. Tommy Tom's gonna be caught out here though.
Oh, this is
Since the Grand
Skyfall.
Skyfall though,
Yeah, they really want to secure this dragon.
Got it.
not stolen this time by Vade, thankfully, but not
that the
secured.
first dragon
behi-
you gained for
behind
That
the
is
CR.
for the first.
That is. Uh-oh, Jamie too far up. Flash stun coming in, but the flash and the damage out to worse. Sona takes him down. Collateral damage is what picks it up for Volstras, but they're still looking to disengage. They have to be very careful about disengaging right now. There's still some lockups left up, but they actually want to re-engage. There's a stun. There's snare coming up. Auntie just got slain. He picks up a kill from it, and actually the engage coming off, and Leisha getting into the back line and gets out, but the
Space
damage over time. Yes, that's what it is. The stun coming off from Tommy Tom, but this is just everyone going in by themselves. Not a group team fight coming in. It was looking like, you know, like assembly line team fight coming in, just one by one going in there.
They
And
keep
that means-
underestimating the potential, the turnaround damage potential from a Malzahar. I mean,
Yeah.
during an extended team fight, he will do as much damage as an AD carry will, just because of the continual damage over time that he can rack out, as well as his minions. The minions for Malzahar are often underestimated because during the team fight, they actually get more attack speed and more damage, and they focus whoever has that space aids on them. They get really, really, really scary dangerous, and they committed to far too long of a fight. They need to get in, kill someone, get out, and be cleanly done with it if they want to win these fights.
Yeah, and not to mention, I mean, look who's like the team comp from Northview High School A. They 3 of them are made to be in your face. I'm gonna try to be right next to you and kill you, and you have a Nasus there that does 468 extra damage with his siphoning strike. Like that's like a happy birthday to him, because he doesn't have to chase anybody. They're gonna be right in his face or right in his allies' faces. So he can just that is where Wither comes in handy, because I mean, yeah, I think every one of them except for Sona has an escape. But, I mean, if they use that to get in, then you can wither them, and they're not going to be able to get out. You can just siphon strike them right in the face. And not to mention, of course, you were mentioning Malzahar do a ton of damage as well for long team fights. So, this is, yeah, Lake Brantley, they don't even need to hit a power spike for late game. They're dominated early game because of just the team comp that Northview High School A's picked.
Yeah, Brantley certainly has a huge advantage in sustained damage, which is odd considering they have the Graves AD carry. You'd think they'd have the more bursty team comp, but their other solo laners are just so good at outputting continual high damage through a fight that Graves can afford to, well, be Graves, and so they have all of their bases at least slightly covered. Vaith caught out of position.
Yeah.
Yep, there's a damage gonna go down. Lesion is in trouble. Gonna get taken on by Volstraz. They went down as well. Now 9-22.
And that's just
here's
gonna
the push coming in.
Yeah, they're just gonna push in the mid lane. There's no reason not to. I mean, no one can stop them.
No.
They just took down somebody else. I mean, there's a Sona, you can't really do anything.
Wow.
And I wouldn't say this is the worst Sona, but that is his name, so he's playing as worst Sona on Sona right now. Tommy Tom. Oh, I think he might
tries to get in. Nope, it's actually the surrender vote coming through. And that's actually a 1-for-1 Lake Brantley versus Northview. Going 1-for-1 as Lake Brantley pick up game 2.
8-1 and 3 Malzahar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, it works.
Just like to throw that out there.
Malzahar
yeah, we were looking at these picks like, what are they doing? But look at this. Like, Nasus, 211 CS, second most CS. 106, 76 Pantheon.
There were some factors in there, too.
Malzahar.
Like in Italy going 4-8-4.
Yeah.
And then of course you had a high MZ snowballing with you just got slain. It was really no problem. And not to mention actually, Volstraz, he actually picked up quite a few kills in the end there as well. So yeah, quite a few factors determining who or why they had that much power.
Well, guys, because these matches are formatted to just be 2 games, this will be the end of the stream for tonight. However, if you want to see more High School Star League action, check the schedule down below where you can see where we'll be streaming next. So tomorrow, we're going to be having our matches for StarCraft 2 starting at 12 p.m. PST, Hearthstone at 4:30 p.m. PST, and League of Legends 6 p.m. PST. It's going to be the spring semester matches, so you'll be seeing the teams that are currently competing to make it to the live grand finals that will be coming up, and also for a slice of that $35,000 of college scholarships. Everyone, it's been Crusader Kitten here. I've been joined by Octavian and Fekes. You can find me at twitter.com/Crusader Kitten. Octavian and Fekes, where can we find you guys?
Go for it first, Octavian. You got it, man.
You can find me on Twitter as well if you feel so inclined. I am at Octavian Zilch, and you can find me on YouTube at Octavian.
And you can find me at twitter.com/Fekes, Pheqes.
And if you want to find out more about the High School Star League, check out our website, hsstarleague.com. You can also follow us on Twitter at HSStarleague, on Facebook, facebook.com/HSStarleague, and our YouTube, where the VODs will be going up, High School Star League on YouTube. So guys, before we go, shout out to our sponsors, Newegg, Twitch, Rockcat, MSI, and Jinx, and Loot Crate for helping support the High School Star League. So everyone, thank you for watching. We'll see you all next time.